It's the most thrilling powerboat series on the planet. 14 international teams representing 7 countries. Iconic locations, each course generating different racing conditions that challenge the teams not only tactically, but physically. 2 pilots in the cockpit working together to balance power with precision to keep the XCATs at their limits, where just one slight misjudgment could send you up or under.
Oh my word, they've gone in!
It's the final round of the 2015 UIM XCAT World Series. After an event-filled season, the XCAT World Series reaches its climax in the beautiful city of Abu Dhabi. There's more at stake than just a race to be won, because 3 teams still have a chance of being crowned series champions here this week. For other teams, the focus is already on next year, and there are big engine improvements planned for the 2016 series. This boat, nicknamed the New Boss, was in Abu Dhabi sporting the new Mercury 4-stroke engines so that teams could get a taste of what lay ahead.
It's blown me away, the actual power it's got.
And it wasn't just the new engines the drivers were giving thanks for this week.
Normally I take the foot, the whole leg.
More of that to get your teeth into later in the show. Just a week ago, the teams were competing a short drive up the coast in Dubai, in what turned out to be one of the most eventful and unpredictable XCAT races ever. In a race which could have decided the championship, none of the leading contenders were able to seize the advantage as the rough open water conditions got the better of them one by one. The battle of attrition didn't even wait for the race to begin. The Gold Coast team snapped their hull during practice, an indication of the damage rough seas can inflict on these boats. Tom Barry Cotter's only view of the Grand Prix would be from our commentary box. A win for Dubai here on their home water could have secured the championship for them. Confidence was high after taking yet another pole position. But race day was a different story.
Dubai have broken down. Arif Al-Zafin and Nadir bin Hendi, the championship leaders.
It was very rough. It was very dangerous, actually. But unfortunately, luck wasn't with us, so that's racing.
The 6th team of Matteo Nicolini and Tommaso Poli immediately saw this as a great chance to close the gap on Dubai. The 6 boat often excels in these rough conditions, and they quickly powered on to seize the lead.
Yeah, it went from very good to very bad pretty quickly. It was an exciting race. It was lots of fun. We went from 11th position to 1st in the space of 7 laps.
Only to lose it in the most dramatic of circumstances.
Oh my word, they've gone in!
It was like being in an aquarium. The air vent became a hose, fire hose hydrant. It was just like spraying on my face, like, ah! Get it off me, this is not cool, salt water in my eyes.
The 6th team would eventually limp home in last place with 1 engine and sinking slowly after waves damaged their hull. During practice, a large wave had ripped UICAT's engine right off the bulkhead. The team made the race start with just seconds to spare, only to collide with a number 96 yachts boat amidst the wild conditions. Yachts had to retire, but UICAT limped on and incredibly was rounding the final turn of the race in 2nd place when a broken fuel pump brought them to a standstill. With an XCAT, you can't get out and push.
Like a bar fight for 1 hour and you're alone. You know, I was so tired, you can't finish, and it's so close. We can almost, see the checkered flag, and it was terrible.
Abu Dhabi 5 aggressively battled with Dubai in the early stages of the race. But after their rival broke down, Rashid Al-Taya and Fareh Al-Mansouri wisely took a more careful approach to reach the finish and 3rd position, clawing back a massive 22 points on leaders Dubai. The same strategy paid off for the increasingly impressive T-Bone Station boat, which cruised home in 2nd position. And ahead of them, a first ever win for the Videx boat, which had its own engine drama along the way.
If that cow falls off and they get a wave down the carburetor, that could send them out of the race.
I'm so happy. I mean, we started really good. I had to be focused 100% all the race. I had to look over my shoulder all the time to see the other boats, and I thought that something is wrong with the boat. Just keep my fingers crossed that we made it to the finish line.
Everybody was pushing like crazy. So Giovanni decided to slow down a little bit because 15 laps in the rough, I don't think we could make it really. I think we're going to break everything. And who was pushing to the limit all the way and had problems. So it was a tactic that Giovanni had and was a good choice.
The dramas of the Dubai race couldn't have been more significant for the championship title. Amazingly, only 1 point now separates the top two boats. The 6 team maintained third, but had they been able to hold on to their lead in Dubai, then they would now be leading the championship by a point. Despite their dominance throughout the year, it's the ex-Dubai team who are feeling the most pressure.
We got the lead on top, but still the butterflies are there. We're a bit under, not pressure, but we don't want to lose the championship.
The venue for this week's XCAT Grand Prix at Abu Dhabi is very different from Dubai. The course here is totally protected within the harbour, so ensures a glass-like surface around the boomerang-shaped course. Such conditions are perfect for ex-Dubai, who are proven to be tough to pass on the flat water tracks. They'll hope to take full advantage of this today by securing another pole position and then try to dominate tomorrow's Grand Prix from the front. But with over half of the qualifying session expired, ex-Dubai still hadn't posted a completed lap. Worse, the boat was now not even in the water. With mechanics working furiously, the entire XCAT arena was abuzz with the prospect that ex-Dubai might have to start tomorrow's race from the pits. Ex-Dubai's closest challengers, home team Abu Dhabi 5, needed to seize upon this opportunity. But the championship challengers just couldn't put a perfect lap together.
Oh, goodness me, and that's not going to win them any favours.
This more experienced Abu Dhabi 5 team were currently being outshone by their new sister boat, Abu Dhabi 4, which currently held a provisional pole. However, sprint specialists T-Bone Station were about to change that.
Giovanni Carbatella comes across the line. This is looking like quite a quick lap actually for T-Bone Station as they come through. It was a 2-minute 28.1, so they go quickest of anyone.
With less than 15 minutes left, ex-Dubai were back on the water, but their desperation to post a fast lap was forcing errors. However, when Arif Al Zafain and Nadir Bin Hendi do get their act together, the result is always impressive.
Across the line they come, and they go quicker by 1/10 of a second. A 2-minute 28.083. Second quickest, T-Bone Station. Third is Dubai. Fourth is Abu Dhabi Team 4, and fifth is Abu Dhabi Team 5.
Ex-Dubai possibly thought they'd done enough to secure pole, but with 3 minutes left, T-Bone Station were still hungry for more.
They're coming towards the line. It's looking like it's going to be a good one. Will it be good enough for pole? Yes, it is. A 2-minute 27.804. And are back on top now. And boat number 3, ex-Dubai, at the moment is out of the water.
With the session time now expired, only one boat was still eligible to post an improved lap time, the number 7 Dubai team.
Across the line they come, and they go quickest, a 2-minute 27.771. It's pole position for Issa Al Ali and Salem Al Adidi in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix tomorrow.
The pole win for Salem Al Adidi and Issa Al Ali represents a massive turnaround for the pair since their double flip in round 4 on the Gold Coast. After which, some rumoured there was pressure on them to keep their places in the number 7 boat.
First time I come in pole position, I wait this condition in the flat waters. And also I have Big Lion in my boat. I not reduce the speed. He turned very hard. Very, very, very good time.
It's very important, the limit of the weight of the boat. And we are 180 kilo more, 2 of them. That guy was 120 kilos, so the 60-65 kilo difference make a difference in the acceleration.
So are you going to sit in a sauna tonight and try and lose some weight? What are you going to do?
Giovanni said at dinner last night I shouldn't be eating so much, so I'll have to look at that. I thought he was kidding, but he wasn't.
I think this day was not our day. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we're running out of engines, so we'll see. I hope everything goes good tomorrow, inshallah. And I wish everyone all the safe race and a good race for everyone.
So one of the closest qualifying sessions we've ever seen sees Dubai 7 sneaking it by just 0.03 of a second. In fact, there was less than 3 seconds separating the top 7 boats. And the 2 American drivers of that 7th place boat, Jay Price and Sean Torrente, had even more reasons to celebrate today.
It's Turkey Day, it's Thanksgiving, and we have a lot to be thankful for.
Yes, it was Thanksgiving, and the home team from Abu Dhabi very kindly had their chefs put on a special lunchtime menu for all the XCAT Americans.
Hey, don't put that out, I don't carve at home. My wife's gonna expect me to carve next year.
And as is tradition, before eating can commence, everyone states what they're thankful for.
So I'm thankful to be able to race in XCAT, to race with Jay, to have a beautiful racing family, and for my health and the family and my family's health.
Unfortunately for our American duo, later that afternoon they drew the pole position winners in the first round of the Dubai duty-free Speed Cat run. And the Dubai 7 boat made the boys look like they'd eaten a little too much turkey at lunch. Dubai ended up topping off a historic day for them with an overall 3rd. Abu Dhabi 5 continued to struggle on their home track, losing to the 6 boat in the 2nd round.
As they come towards the line, but it is 6. And boat number 5, Abu Dhabi, are out.
Impressively, the T-Bone Station boys made the final for the 3rd round in a row. Just a week ago, they were beaten by ex-Dubai and so were keen for revenge.
And that's a good start, therefore, for T-Bone Station. Giovanni Carpatella and Darren Nicholson get a really good start. They power down the straight towards the finish line. At the halfway point, it looks as though T-Bone Station have got this race under control. But will we see ex-Dubai coming back towards them as we approach the finish line now? Boat number 10, T-Bone Station of Giovanni Carpatella and Darren Nicholson got the best start. They appeared to be leading the way, but now they're coming towards the line and it's getting really, really tight. Across the line they come and it's T-Bone Station who win.
So the T-Bone Station team managed to reverse the result from last week, clearly learning how to outfox the ex-Dubai tactics from the start.
It was very fun because the last with the further 3, they always start a little bit from the back and they saw they arrive with the top speed, but in the middle range we are more fast. So we can compare in the middle range and we kicked a little bit 2-3 meters in the end.
Number 10 was faster at the end. He got 8 points, we got 5 points, that's good, as long as Abu Dhabi is a bit behind us, so that's a good thing.
Yes, although it's not a win for ex-Dubai, the bonus points do stretch their lead over Abu Dhabi team to 5 championship points. Enough to mean that a 2nd place finish in the Grand Prix will be enough to clinch the World Championship. Can they pull it off? Join us after the break when we return with the climax of the 2015 XCAT World Series. Welcome back to Abu Dhabi and the grand finale of the 2015 UIM XCAT World Series. Whilst the battle for this year's World Championship trophy is very much alive, there's also an aura of excitement regarding next year, specifically because of the major upgrade from the existing 2-stroke EFI engines to the Mercury 4-stroke ROS engines. All the XCAT drivers here were given the opportunity to test drive the new engines in a boat nicknamed the New Boss. And Mercury General Manager Eric Christensen was on hand to explain the difference it will make.
The engine has a very, very broad torque curve, so it means that the engine can accept a number of different propeller sizes, which allows you to accelerate harder, more power to the propeller, which allows you to run with the boat trimmed down in rough water, so you can power through the waves better than you can with the old 2-stroke technology.
I just drove the boat and it's really amazing and it's so much power in the engine. So I think this is the future for XCAT. This will take XCAT to the next level for sure.
Yeah, it's incredible. The power it's night and day to what we're running now.
The power out from the corner is amazing. It's 100 horsepower more each engine.
The motors are really amazing. They're so much better than what we're racing now power-wise. They go right to the limiter. We went faster than I went today in qualifying with props that are too small. They're really smooth. I think it should make for really good racing, especially with the motors being sealed from Mercury. So you just get them, race them as they are, and it's about boat setup and driving, and that's what we want.
It's sealed from being modified both mechanically and electrically. Maintenance is available. You can change oil and filters and things like that, but the idea is to make the difference out on the race course based on setup and pilots and propellers.
As well as the power difference, the change of engines might be a great leveler for the XCAT teams.
Some teams who have been in XCAT for a long time have, a little bit advantage of Of course, all the testing they have made and all the data they have collected, but now everyone will start from zero again. And you know, for us it's really good because this is our first year in XCAT, so we will start from the beginning same for everyone else.
All our experience in the boat's all been with engines that, you know, are 75 kilos lighter each than these engines, so it's going to completely change the characteristics of the boat. So it's going to be a steep learning curve of how to make it work, and you know, whoever can work out how to make these things work the quickest is going to be the top dog, you know, in 2016.
The XCAT Series final has attracted a lot of attention this week from visiting Grand Prix drivers such as Jenson Button and Mika Hakkinen. But on the morning of the big race, all the attention was on the two teams which would battle for the championship today. The pressure is intense, though you wouldn't know it by watching the Abu Dhabi team getting relaxed in the royal enclosure.
I feel good, but I hope today I win to get the world champion. I hope in this condition outside start, I hope good for my boat. I hope I get the whole shot and I will keep my boat in the first in the race.
I feel a bit nervous. For me, the most important part is to finish the championship and get the world title. That's the most important thing, and concentration on that.
Team 6 also have a mathematical chance of winning the championship, but would need retirements from the two leading boats. And that's less likely to occur on this beautiful glass-like harbour in Abu Dhabi. Ominously for the field, it's exactly the kind of track on which Dubai have excelled this year. Teams will have to complete 9 laps of this boomerang-shaped course, and then an additional 4 long laps. They can choose to do these at any time during the race, and so can use them tactically like pit stops in car racing. However, the start of the race won't happen inside the safety of the harbour. The boats must assemble out in the much rougher open water some 7 kilometres away from the pits. Here they queue up in order of their pole position, with the first 5 boats allowed to take the shortest route in via the gate nearest to the harbour entrance. This rough water is where Dubai is most vulnerable, both to boat damage and being overtaken. Their rivals know this and are poised to pounce should Dubai hesitate. Let's join Jack Nicholls and Rory Power for this crucial finale to the XCAT season.
Looks like we've gone away. It's a very slow start for boat number 7, Israel Ali and Salam Al-Adidi, and the best start has been made by boat 5, Abu Dhabi, but they're going absolutely side by side with Dubai, and it's Dubai who have the advantage at the moment. The first corner is a right-hander, and they're coming towards it now, and so it looks as though Dubai will be the boat to hold the lead as they swing into that right-hander for the first time, and it is. So Arif Al-Zafin and Nadir bin Hendi have the advantage, but a big moment of air there for Abu Dhabi team. Keep an eye out for Giovanni Carpitella and Darren Nicholson. They are really tight on the inside line in T-Bone Station here.
They're going to take it.
And they could well take the lead in the number 10 boat. Abu Dhabi team have gone really wide. Goodness me, it's rough out there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one for them. It'll settle down once they get in here, but they're so evenly matched on speed, these leading boats.
And it looks to me as though boat 10, T-Bone Station, are going to be the boat with the lead of the race as they come towards the flatter inline part. You can see how it instantly flattens out, and now it's just going to be a drag race between Dubai and T-Bone Station. Look at this, absolutely together. Dubai, the championship leaders, 3 times defending champions, and it is they who hold the lead as we come around then into the bay once more. And immediately you'll see boat 10, T-Bone Station.
You see, they had the lead there, they were clear lead, so they kind of shut the door on the turn there, so they had to go round the long way.
And at the moment, they're running in that first place. Then it's boat number 10 to the right-hand side, T-Bone Station, Giovanni Carpitella and Darren Nicholson, the pilots there. And in third place, I think we've still got Abu Dhabi team, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Here comes everyone else through. Look at boat 7, the white and blue boat in the middle of that pack there. That was the boat that started on pole position.
So this is pretty incredible here. We've got all the 3 championship leading boats in the first 4 boats, I think, here. Yeah. So it's really anybody's game at the moment. But as you could see, it was so important to be the first boat round that turn, to have that clean water and shut the door really on the competition, which boat 3 have done quite nicely so far.
So they are the top 2. Then in third place is the Abu Dhabi team, boat number 5. Then it's Lady Spain who have got him into 4th place. This is on board with Abu Dhabi 5. As Arif and Nadir get to the final corner and start to get the boat slowed down. The 46 boat has taken a lot of momentum in here. Boat 3 coming around the corner now. Boat 10 following them as they come out to complete the first lap of racing. And then we will get an idea of exactly where everyone is. A long old start lap, that one. These were the leaders going so close to each other. Whoa, look at that. Cool. I wouldn't be surprised if T-Bone had to back out of the throttle a little there. So we're on lap 2 of 14. This is Boat 7, Issa Al Ali and Salim Al Adidi trying to fight back against Boat 6. They're in the battle over 8th position now. And here we've got some side-by-side action going on. I think this is Abu Dhabi team and Lady Spain as they come side-by-side. And Abu Dhabi team could lose out here as they come through the right-hander. Lady Spain have got the inside line. Jay Price and Sean Torrente are about to take 3rd position away from boat number 5 potentially. Rahib did a long lap as well, as did Dubai. On the right-hand side, you can see boat 46 taking 3rd place away. What are we going to do? What are the tactics going to be into that final corner for boat number 5? Will they hang it around the outside or try and get across the wash as quick as possible?
Jack, they've got to get this back. They really can't afford to let anybody go past them at this stage.
But this is Arif Al Zafin and Nadir Bin Hendy. They've got to take 4 long laps, these 14. This is the yachts boat of Francois Pinelli and Salbu Bako in the all-white boat, trying to make a move on the UICAT team in boat number 2, but they've opted to take the long lap, as have Abu Dhabi Team 5. So Abu Dhabi Team 5 are on the long lap then out there, so they have taken their first long lap of the race, and they decided to get it done earlier than anyone else. The Dubai team, who started on pole, and now they're in the flatter stuff, are starting to try and climb up the order a little bit. They're going to get cut off here by Saracen Australia. They're going to have to go straight into the mess there.
Just 6 laps into the race, tactics were already at play. Although X-Dubai led the race, they'd only completed 1 of their 4 long laps, whereas Abu Dhabi Team 5 had already completed all of their long laps. Could they reel in the leader in the sprint to the finish?
And there's boat number 3 then, X-Dubai, who are leading the way. Arif Al Zafin and Nadir Bin Hendy. Here is the battle between boat 11 and boat number 4, and boat number 5 is at the back of this pack. So this isn't what Abu Dhabi Team 5 want at all, getting held up effectively in traffic. There is the Altman Marine squad watching their 46 boat over the line. We're on lap 10 of 14 now, but 10 has got 1 more long lap to do than the 46 boat of Lady Spain. So that gap will come down, but by how much is the question. Oh, and the 6 boat are coming across the line now. Have got problems there on the right-hand side. They've only got 1 engine, I think. Well, there's X-Dubai going through, but we just briefly saw behind them the 6 boat of Matteo Nicolini and Tommaso Poli, looking like they are running into engine troubles. Boat number 3, Arif Al Zafin and Nadir Bin Hendy.
They're on their long lap.
This is their final long lap of the race.
Well, I think they're going to come off of this still ahead, no problem.
Yep.
They've really pulled out some distance on the other boats.
Which has been impressive because they didn't qualify on pole position in the flat waters yesterday.
This is showing the true gap now because they've all completed their long laps. So this is really how far ahead boat number 3 is.
Despite their efforts to push their boat to the maximum, Abu Dhabi Team 5 found that with all long laps completed, X-Dubai could not be caught.
They've been run so close this year, X-Dubai. Last year, they were absolutely dominant. I think they won every Grand Prix last season, X-Dubai, Arif Al Zafin and Nadir Bin Hendy. But this year, they have been challenged all the way by the likes of T-Bone Station, by the Abu Dhabi team, by the Nicolini team as well. Through the final turn of the 2015 UIM XCAT World Series season comes boat number 3, X-Dubai. Arif Al Zafin and Nadir Bin Hendy see the checker flag, win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and win the 2015 championship. Here come boat 10, T-Bone Station, Giovanni Carpitella, and they're going to finish in 2nd position. Another good drive from them. Abu Dhabi Team 5 are going to come home in 3rd position. But there are our 2015 champions, Arif Al Zafin and Nadir Bin Hendy. Here's a look at the results of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. X-Dubai taking the win, 25 seconds clear in the end of T-Bone Station. Abu Dhabi Team 5 finishing in 3rd place, and it's 4th for boat number 7, Dubai, having started on pole, dropped right to the back, and then climbed back up the order again.
Were you nervous at the start of the race?
No, we saw the sea condition was pretty rough. We took it easy. We didn't want to take any risk. We pushed. My brother pushed a lot. We make sure that we can lead in the start, and then we led in the start and we controlled the race, and we are very happy.
I mean, what are your tactics about the long lap? How do you decide when to take?
Because I have a nice crew, I have good radio man. He make it calculation and he know exactly when proof to go to the long lap. I think we'll make it as the teamwork.
How does it feel to have won this race and the championship?
We were very hungry to win this world title, and thank God we won, and I congratulate all of our team crew. Everyone did a fantastic job.
And so Dubai drove the perfect race and are worthy world champions. Apart from 2 race retirements this year, they've won all other races with great skill and a brilliantly tuned boat. It's been a season to celebrate for many teams, and it's clear that Dubai won't have it all their own way next season. With talented drivers from over a dozen nations who will now all be armed with the new high horsepower engines, 2016 is set to be the most exciting XCAT series ever. Don't miss it.